Here we go. I'm serious. I gotta get this done quick, dude. I don't got 10 minutes. I gotta make it fast. Okay. My stopwatch, my notes. That's recording, go. Okay, ready? Hey everybody, my name is Ken Underwood. I'm not gonna write a script for this. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I got some notes on my laptop, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, we'll just do some editing, lots of editing. So as I said, I'm Ken Underwood. I graduated high school in 1987. Old, so old. After high school, I went to Eastern Washington University for 1 year. I thought I was going to go into engineering, but calculus pretty much put an end to that. After that, I went to Multnomah University, which is a Christian Bible college in Portland, Oregon. Got my bachelor's of religious education. I was 1 English credit short of graduation, so I came back to Spokane. I went to Spokane Falls Community College to get the English class there. There's got to be something about the registrar's office when you only take 1 class. I don't know if they talk or what, but somehow or another I got recruited into the chamber singers, which was amazing. It was so great. And honestly, at that point, I didn't have any idea I could sing. Something I'd never done. And honestly, I don't think I'm a great singer, but whatever. They had me do it. It was awesome. The sales pitch for joining the chamber singers was, we're going on tour in Hawaii. Do you want to go? Yeah, I do. So yeah, I was in. I kind of ended up doing the whole music program. I stayed there for 3 years, went on tour with them twice. At the end of that, I was kind of just ready to get married, so I didn't file for graduation or any of that other stuff. I just kind of was done and got married and went to work. I kind of wish I got my degree just to have the piece of paper, but whatever. I got the education. I guess that's what counts. So I started working at Superior Business Cards. We were making a business card that was credit card sized and shaped, round corners and laminated. And like we did like photo cutouts and stuff like that in Photoshop back in the day. It was like pretty radical back in the day. No one had seen it, so we did incredibly well. When Superior Business Cards went under, they were taken over by Advantage Printing. I worked for Advantage Printing for many years. Then when Advantage Printing folded, me and the other senior employee at Advantage Printing put together presscats.com, and we continue to do print to this day. Hey, if you need printing, no, seriously though, if you need printing, if you're a graphic designer or whatever, presscats.com, you can upload your files. If you need a business card or you need letterhead, envelope, stationery, whatever, we do it all. So give us a shout. We can hook you up. So this album's called The Oldest Stuff in the Book, and it's basically my personal playlist of all the things I've written. I've had them on my iPod, I've had them on my iPhone. I mean, I had them on tape for years, and I listened to them and listened to them and listened to them. I thought about remaking them to release them, but honestly, I don't have any of that gear anymore. At the time, I mean, like I had a Korg M1EX, Korg DW8000. Korg DW8000 is my favorite synthesizer ever. I think it's patch 21. Could be 23, but I'm pretty sure it's 21. Oh man, it's so beautiful. I love it. I regret selling that board. And I also like the stick that they had that was a pitch shifter and the modulation wheel in the same. That is amazing. I miss that. I really do. I had a Yamaha TG77, Yamaha SY22. I had an Emu Percussion, Korg Triple D5 drum machine, Boss DRP1, and a Alesis MMT8 hardware sequencer rather. I mean, I don't have any of this gear. I sold all my hardware. I don't have any of it. And I even borrowed some stuff from my friend Rich. He had a Sequential Circuits Max, which was totally legit. Let me borrow it. So there's just no way I can remake these tracks. Although I did get the Korg Legacy Collection just recently. It was on sale. So, I mean, I got like the M1 and the Wave Station and like the whole bunch of other things. Just amazing. It's like a trip down memory lane. But anyway, I just decided I pretty much had to release it the way it was because I really didn't have a choice. So the downside of this is everything was recorded either to 4-track and then mastered to tape, or it was like all played live from the sequencers, just direct master to tape in one pass. And that's like what happened a lot. So man, I've done what I could, remastered them. I got Ozone. If you haven't heard of it, it's pretty cool. It does a good job, and if you spend some time with it, you can really do good work. I did everything I can, reduce the noise. I turned down the bass and balanced the whole thing. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe my speakers were like this big or something, but I was like, I had my bass up to 11 pretty much on every track. So I'm turning the bass down, getting everything balanced, and but you're going to hear hiss and you're going to hear warble. They're off tape. It's just what happens. What's the upside? The upside is, what is the upside? Let's see. Oh yeah, the upside is these are legitimate vintage 80s and 90s electronic music. Like legit. These are like kid in his basement making electronic music in the late 80s, early 90s. That's me. That's what I did. So that's what they are, and that's what you're going to hear. Basically, you're going to get this playlist that I've had on my iPod, on my iPhone, and on tape forever. I wrote them and listened to them because I like them. I hope you like them too. If you don't, I apologize, but if you do, sweet. So why am I putting this out now? For me, this is an exercise in letting go. I was listening to Ill Factor. He has a YouTube channel called Beat Academy, which I totally dig. There's another guy, Graham Cochran, Recording Revolution on YouTube. And then there's another guy named Ben Burns. He does a 2-hour track challenge every single week on Twitch. These guys are like production machines, and it really made me like, I listen to them and listen to them talk, and they're like, hey, listen, you know, if you hold on to it and you keep micro tuning it and doing all this stuff, you're never going to release it. So one of the things they said is like, if it isn't released ever, doesn't matter how good or bad it is, no one's ever going to hear it. So what's the point? I agree. This really, for me, kind of clears the path to move on and start doing new tracks. Because I felt like if I didn't remake these, that I was like somehow cheating them or something. I don't know. It's crazy. It's the artistic stuff. Anyway, I've done it all for myself, and I've never really shared it. Being a Christian, I just felt kind of selfish not putting that stuff out. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. Like, why would you make music and not share it? So my plan is I'm going to put out like a few short videos on like not every track in this album, maybe what instruments I used, what I was thinking, how it was recorded, whatever, what gear and the story behind it and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be cool. So as I said, my goal is to start putting out new tracks. I spent my whole life in print, and I never did anything with the music, never did anything with the Bible. So now I'm kind of hoping that now I can do both. I don't have a firm schedule yet, but I know that consistency is important. So I'm going to figure out like what will work, and then I'm going to make it. Oh, excuse me, how rude. I'm going to make it happen. I hope you like the record. It's going to be on iTunes and Spotify and Amazon and everyone else. It drops, I think, on the 28th. That's supposed to be Tuesday. So most likely by the time you find this video, it's already out. Hopefully there's new stuff out too, so you could check that out too. The cover of that is actually me with the headphones on my father's lap in Southern California when I was growing up. And like, I was probably under 1 year old. And that's why I started listening to music. So it seems perfectly appropriate that be the first album cover picture that we use. I almost forgot. I'm supposed to say something about like and subscribe and share and click the notifications bell and blah, blah, blah. If you're on YouTube, you know all that stuff. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share it, tell someone. If you don't like it, if you don't like what I'm doing or don't like my music or whatever, maybe you know somebody who might like it. Could happen. There might be someone out there you think, oh, they like vintagey 80s and 90s stuff. You know, share it with them. Won't hurt. Doesn't cost you nothing. So anyway, thank you in advance. I appreciate it. See you next time. Or, you know, if you really hate it, maybe you could annoy them with it. That's something. It's something. Whatever. Oops, I lost my audio. I'm sitting on it. That's why. Hit the microphone. Okay, we're back. We're back in business. Here we go. Here is a marker. Oh, shoot. I got the wrong glasses. I look like a toad. I got that done a lot quicker. That's great. Oh, man, 10 minutes. The best. And I'm still recording audio. Darn it. I didn't mean to do that.